There you go, that's Katie Tunstall and Big Black Horse. Well, it's actually called Black Horse in the Cherry Tree. But you co-wrote your first song that we played here today with her. And you're just saying the last time you seen her perform was in Victoria Street.
Yep, and what was the name of the pub now in Victoria Street? The Irish pub it was. Ah, yeah, she was standing on top of the bar singing that song. And it wasn't very long after that she became huge.
Yeah, just performer, you know,
yep,
just doing it. Singer-songwriter and likes to get up in the bar and perform as well.
Yep.
Which is great to see. It's great to see a bit of performance from people as well.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, you played in lots and lots of bands and stuff, but you've predominantly where you've spent your time over the years has been writing songs.
Yep.
And you've written for quite a number of people you've had quite a few chart hits. In fairness, so it'd be good to mention probably the biggest one of all, which is the song that you wrote that Shakin' Stevens made famous at Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I suppose that's because it comes back every year. You know, you can't forget it. I suppose, which to the annoyance of a lot of people.
Well, I suppose in fairness, I mean that's a testament to the song, Bobby, because there's probably, there's maybe about a dozen songs that you hear on radio stations and in shops and, everywhere, all the different outlets, and it's probably the same dozen songs.
Aye.
And that your song is always in there.
I must admit, I was really lucky. It's almost like I was the last one in the back door, because there was a time at Christmas time when about 10 songs, maybe more than 10 songs would come out every Christmas, all trying to get into the charts. Now people don't bother, really, And I think I was the last one in the door, as I say, to get on that Christmas hits album that comes out every year,
Cliff Richard tries every year.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Poor old Cliff.
Yes, the least said about him the better. Yeah. Now, again, you've written songs for various people, but we were having a wee quick chat off air there and saying, you've written some songs that have been handed over to people to be recorded, and then they've been changed.
Yeah.
It's like, how does that? How does that pan out for you? How does that make you feel?
For example, there was a song called Cry Just a Little Bit that Shakin' Stevens had a hit with. I think that went to number 3 or something. That was originally written for Elkie Brooks, and it was a much more laid-back version, kind of double bass, brushes, the drums, and cry just a little bit, cry, like that,
Yeah.
But she knocked it back, so it was sent to Shakin' Stevens' manager, and he took it on, thankfully. And that was the wee door open in that department, and that's it wasn't long after that he did another song called Breaking Up My Heart, and then the Merry Christmas Everyone, So it's been a good one for me, actually.
There's one I'm going to play a bit later on as well, which is a song that you wrote for, and it was released by Annika.
Oh God, that song.
That song, Japanese Boy.
Oh, the biggest accident ever, really.
Was it?
Yep. Oh yeah. I was working with her on a Gaelic album. She wanted to do an album of Gaelic songs, but sort of brought up to date arrangement-wise and production-wise, and I was drafted in for the job. And at one point she said to me, Bobby, I'd love to have a bash at the charts, because she's frightfully posh. I would love to have a bash at charts. Can you write me a song that'll go into the top 20? And I thought, actually, never in a million years will you make it. But she kept pestering me, And I said, okay, I'll knock out something at some point, but I didn't really want to get involved, because she was just too, classically trained,
Yeah.
Anyway, eventually she said, look, she phoned me up, she said, Bobby, I've booked the studio for next week. Get that song finished. So I just knocked that thing together quickly. It was a sort of it was 2 parts of 2 old songs put together with that new.
Yep.
And the reason I came up with that is because she is classically trained, and I thought, so it's like almost like a scale,
Yeah.
She'll knock that off, and that's how that's in there,
and it worked.
and it worked, yeah, unbelievably. To be honest, when I was doing the little home demo, I thought, wow, that's quite catchy. I remember playing it to my kids, and they liked it, And then when we recorded it, bloody hell, I thought, this could be good,
Yeah.
And of course, it changed my whole life, But unfortunately, I've got the stigma to carry with me forever and ever.
And, well, I suppose I've seen some of the stuff that you've said on Facebook, especially when it comes round to Christmas, and there's a few parodies that come out of the song, and it's all a bit of good banter.
Yeah.
But you've said about some of the cheesy songs.
I know.
But it's horses for courses. Isn't
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, are there times where you sit in the studio and you do something and then you just bin it? You're halfway through and you go, that's not working.
Very, very seldom. I usually get a feeling about something, you know. I get a little buzz like, oof, this sounds good, and I just carry on from there, you know.
We shall let the Midlothian public be the judge, because we're going to play another one of the songs that you've written, which is called Thinking of You.
Yeah, this basically goes back to my childhood of people of men of my age. When I was young, I used to hear Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, Ella Fitzgerald, Doris Day playing on the radiogram, as it was known then, you know. And I think that's been a big influence in my life. And also playing with my dad's band, played all the standards, you know.
Yeah.
And I loved that period. I loved the sound of these old records, you know. And this is a song I wrote about 23 years ago. Even when I wrote it then, it was still sounding old. I just wanted to write a song that sounded like it came out of that era. And just recently I thought I must re-demo that song and try and make it sound like. So once again, as you'll hear, there's no instruments apart from me playing sax. Everything's totally computer. And it's sung by Lorna Reid, a very lovely girl and a good singer too.
Fantastic. This is Thinking of You.
And the world can see I'm thinking of you. They try to tell me that you didn't love me, but I know that just isn't so. Or maybe my poor heart just won't let you go. I don't know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a romantic who's gotten lost her way. But your memory lingers on, and I know it's wrong thinking of you. To tell me that you didn't love me, but I know that just isn't so. Or maybe my poor heart just won't let you go. I don't know, I don't know. I know I won't forget you. You're still a part of me. No, I'll never let you go, and I'm sure you know I'm thinking of you.